Hi friends, today we'll see how we can use the Microsoft Endpoint Manager Admin Center for the overview part in our Intune lab. So Microsoft Endpoint Manager Admin Center is responsible for managing the Intune portal, guys. So for this, we would need to log in with our Microsoft Admin Center and which is our MS Office 365 Admin Center portal. And once I log into the admin portal, I would be able to log into endpoint management, which is our endpoint manager admin center. So let's see, guys. See, this is my basic Microsoft of admin.microsoft.com, which is my admin portal, which is having a subscription for my tenant HMW. And with the respect to that, we will see here how we can go to our Intune portal, which is called our Microsoft Endpoint Manager Admin Center. So one thing I would like to tell that Microsoft Office 365, guys, this is a collaboration where we will see the Entra ID, which is we entra.microsoft.com, which we have seen in the previous playlist. If you will see, so this would be my Office 365 basic training. Here you will see how we I have logged in with the email ID and how I have enrolled the subscription, the free subscription for our Microsoft plan Office 365. So this is here Entra ID, where which is called as Azure Active Directory, okay, which is previously called Azure Active Directory. And the second, we have checked for the exchange also, like the exchange admin center. So that also you can see the admin center, exchange admin center. So this is the close collaboration with this, where the mailbox is managed in this part. And the last comes our Intune portal, which we can see here. It is already connected to this one. Okay. So the Intune portal, here we'll check Microsoft Endpoint Manager Admin Center. So I will go to the portal, which is logged in with my email ID, with my account, and here admin.microsoft.com. This is the Microsoft Admin Center. Now, when I go to here, I will type as Intune only. Microsoft Intune, you can type. See here, Intune. So Microsoft Intune Admin Center, when you go here, the marketplace is there. You can see the list here. See, loading the organization info. Typing the Microsoft Intune here, see the remote help, it will provide the endpoint of the connections, the role-based access, and the prerequisite as we have seen in the previous video. So here we have to have a plan which is pay as you go model with the billing frequency as well as the subscription plan. So plans and pricing you can see here, but when since I have logged means I have the license of Microsoft Office Business Standard, which I will show you. So I am eligible for managing the Intune portal. Okay, so when I go to set billing here, here I will see the licenses. So this Office 365 Business Standard license, I am eligible for it. So here you will see the list of license. This is Business Standard. This is for Azure AD. So with the Business Standard license also, I can manage out my tenant. So for this, we'll go to intune.microsoft.com. So this is the Intune website for Intune managing the Endpoint Manager Admin Center, like we did in Exchange Admin Center. So in the same way, for managing the device enrollment, we will see the intune.microsoft.com. Now guys, here we will see the checkout for the device enrollment. Here, this is the dashboard part where you will see the list, see how the devices we have enrolled, what are how they are compliance, as we have seen in the previous videos. Now, like how we can make the device compliant. So here one by one we will see with the permission and how the device enrollment will be done. So for this we'll have to ensure that we will go step by step. So all the services first we'll see here. These are the services in short. See here the tenant administration is there, service management portal. Now devices we'll check. So first we'll go to devices. Okay, guys. Now here the distribution of devices is done by platform wise. So here first by platform wise if we'll go, so suppose let's say Windows platform. So I will click on Windows here first. Okay. So when I clicked on Windows, see how the device monitoring will take place. So here the different parameters are there. We can enroll the device, Windows devices specifically. We can also here the bulk devices by means of say uploading a CSV file. Okay. Now when we go to device onboarding, we can device enroll the devices by Windows 365 also. Okay. And similarly, we can this is the cloud-based service, Windows 365, which provides an on-demand virtual machine with Windows 10 and Windows 11 desktop. We can manage the endpoints through this service. Okay, and second, the enrollment you can do. Okay, these are the automatic enrollment. These are the CNAME validation. So here the dashboard view also you can see check guys if you want. Means we can so these are the automatic enrollment, CNAME validation, which you'll see up in upcoming videos. So in automatic enrollment, you can enroll the devices, Windows devices, basically when we join the machine or register the users with Active Directory. Now coming to automatic enrollment, guys. So here this is my admin center where we in the previous video, if you check my Office 365 playlist, there we have configured the with the Azure AD part. Also we have covered. Okay, so for this we have created those users. These are the on-premise users which are Ramesh and sorry, the Jane Smith and John Doe. These are we have created in our domain controller, and then we have linked it to Azure AD Connect. So this is the automatic enrollment where we have registered the user with Azure Active Directory. Now CNAME validation is also there, which we check the DNS, the records for Windows and device enrollment. Okay, and this is the co-management settings for managing the configuration integration manager integration. Also there are certain platforms where we want like device platform restriction we have to give. Suppose any Windows device is there, okay, and I don't want those devices to get enrolled. Okay, so I don't want those devices to get monitored. So in that way we can use the Windows restrictions. We can create a restriction here, guys. Okay, so when it upload, it will check for the device name with the platform settings, scope, tags, as well as this. So this we'll see in detail when we do the practical part. This is the overview part we'll see. Now I also the device Android restrictions we'll see, guys. So here also we can create a restriction, which version of the Android device you have to enroll or provide the restriction. And similarly, the Mac restrictions, Mac OS and iOS. So this is about our Windows devices. Now we'll go to different like say iOS, iPad. I will go. Okay, here also I can do the bulk device enrollment with the help of the CSV file. And similarly, we can also manage the updates, guys. Updates also how we can manage. Why can create a profile and push the updates through that profile. Okay, so this we don't have access. So let's see the other parts like platform we have seen, device enrollment we have seen, the enrollment of devices. So these are the limitation part, and also we can display the hello world. We can replace the passwords with strong two-factor authentication by managing it, displaying a Windows hello message, and after that we can enroll those enrollment satisfaction. Also we can send an email or push notification to the devices once they enroll. And similarly how we can manage those devices, guys. Now we can manage it by means of different criteria like configuration. You can create a policy, we can import those ADMX profile, and compliance. Compliance means how we have put the devices enrollment. So likewise, we can manage those devices by means of managing registering those devices, or those devices which are going to retire or compliant, non-compliant. Okay, so those devices we can apply the policies for those devices. Similarly, the conditional access, like we can allow them to follow the MFA part, the multi-factor authentication on the application level as well. Okay, so there we can create a conditional access policy and also to check the insights, recommendations, as well as manage those policies, guys. So this is on the part of managing those things. And after conditional access, we will also see the next part. Let's go to devices again. Conditional access, we can do the script remediations. PowerShell script, we can uh, push the machines and platform on the various platforms if you have to monitor. So, and after that, we can manage the group policy. Means GPU we can apply on the Windows devices, which we have to migrate for any kind of Active Directory server. So that way we can provide those devices. Now this is eSIM cellular profiles. Means basically we can activate check for the activation codes like eSIM cellular activation codes which are provided by mobile operator and deploy them to your eSIM LT pieces running Windows 10 or later. Okay, so this is a separate mobile profiles where we can check the activation codes which are provided by the mobile operators like eSIM codes are there. So there we will see later, and here we can add those to our profiles with the we can upload the CSV, and that will be helpful to manage it our mobile devices. Similarly, the policy sets are there. Okay, so policy sets basically it would also a collection of apps, policies, and which can manage the objects. It will help us to manage this at single place on the apps, configuration policy, device protection. So various things can be managed here. Similarly, the device categorization will do, and partner updates, partner portal updates, like we have to integrate with third party like securely monitor and manage through Dell devices, HP Connect. So we have to like secure our the BIOS on your HP devices, so that also we can do. Intel fleet devices, remote hardware level management for Intel vPro platforms. Similarly, the surface management, you can manage your surface devices with the warranties. Okay, so guys, this is about the device compliance as well as the monitoring part, how we can manage the devices. And now the Windows updates, the updates or patches which we need to fulfill it, that we can also manage it by patch updates. Similarly, for Apple devices, we'll push the Apple updates, which for this we can create a profile with the policies and monitor those devices with the iOS update installation as well as the Mac OS installation. Now next we'll check for the Android Kotlin deployments. Means firmware over air update is now generally available. So for a billing administrator, we can use this add-on feature for to start a trial for to buy license. So we will need a separate license to manage those devices. Now similarly, the device cleanup tools also. Suppose anything like an employees, or we have to do the remove the enrolled phones or devices from our and organization. So those we can directly clean up those devices. Similarly, the help and support which can be we can define on the like configuration manager tenant attach only, as well as Intune when we comes for device enrollment or Windows 365. So these are the list of device overview where we can see we have seen like how the devices can be enrolled in our Indian portal, which is our Endpoint Manager Admin Center. So I hope this video will be clear to you. And in the next video, we will see more about the Indian portal, enrolling to devices, creating the devices via CSV, bulk CSV upload. Okay, so thank you for watching.